What is up, guys? Strong Island Fitness here, back with a topic that many people ask about and many people want to know about. Today's discussion is going to be configuring your macros. Alright, many people have different thoughts about macros. Some people believe in counting macros, some people don't believe in counting macros. Obviously, you've seen bodybuilders back in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s look phenomenal, and no one counted the macros back then. Is it really necessary? No, it's not really necessary. I just think it's more efficient and a better way of more efficiently putting the right fuel into your body. Of course, eating healthy and eating the right things far surpass the power of counting your macros. You know, counting your macros should be something that you're doing while eating healthy. You shouldn't be substituting bad foods into your diet because it fits your macros. I think that's a load of BS, and I don't believe in it. So, again, this is just for people who like counting their macros and want a better idea of configuring their macros. However, keep in mind that you have to eat healthy while counting your macros. It can't be just one or the other. Okay, first, this video is going to be strictly for guys. I know girls are a little bit different, females are a little bit different, and you know, they need different amounts of proteins and fat because they have different hormones. So that's going to be an entire new video on itself. This is just going to be for guys. If you are a male, the way I would configure your macros is you take 1.25 grams per pound of body weight that you have. Now, a lot of people say a gram per pound, 0.8. Some people say 1.5. I personally find the best to be 1.25 grams per pound of body weight. So you're going to take 1.25 grams per pound of body weight if you are a male with a reasonable body fat. You know, if you're 300 pounds and morbidly obese, you're not going to be eating, you know, over 400 grams, 400 grams of protein or over. You know, it's stupid. If you have, you know, a decent body fat composition, you're not really fat, then 1.25 grams per pound works pretty well. Now, you're going to take 1.25 grams per pound body weight for protein. Your fat is going to be consisted of 25% of your total calories. So your fat is going to consist of 25%, and then the rest are all in carbs. So the way you're going to configure your macros is you have to find your TDEE, which I know in the last video of how to lose weight, I said your BMR, but that isn't right. So your TDEE basically accounts for how many calories that your body is expending per day with the exercise that you are doing and with all of your daily activities. It's not just your basal metabolic rate. So you're going to find this number, and again, there's places online where you could find it. Or the best way you could do it is to do it yourself. Again, get on the scale in the morning, don't eat or drink anything, get on completely naked, weigh yourself, eat how you would normally eat on a typical day, count the amount of calories you're eating, and then wake up tomorrow morning, and if you're exactly the same, weighing yourself exactly the same, then that is going to be your calories that you need to maintain your weight. So let's say you're a 200-pound male, all right? You're a 200-pound male, and for you to maintain your weight and to not gain any weight, not lose any weight, you need 2,800 calories, let's say, right? So if you want to bulk, what you are going to do is, if you want to bulk aggressively and you want to gain weight pretty quickly, you know, like a pound a week or so, you know, like 4 pounds a month, it's a little, you know, excessive, but if that's what you want to do, I would suggest upping your calories by about 500 calories over your maintenance. So instead of eating 2,800 calories to maintain your weight, you are now going to be eating 3,300 calories. Now, if you want to lean bulk, which you're going to gain maybe 2 pounds or so a month, that's about ideal. That's where you want to be at. You're going to gain a tiny bit of fat, but it's going to be a good amount of muscle, and you're not going to put on too much fat. It's going to be easy to cut back off instead of aggressively bulking. You're going to want to do, I would say, around 200 or so calories over your maintenance. So instead of eating 2,800 calories, you're now going to eat 3,000. You're going to get much more steady results, slower results, but they're going to be a lot better. You're going to put on a lot more lean mass and a lot less fat. So I would recommend doing 200 calories over. If you're going to cut, again, the same thing. I would start off around, like, you know, if you're cutting, I would say losing a pound a week is about where you want to be. A pound or 2 pounds at the very most. You don't want to lose more than like 2 pounds a week. So you could go at around, you know, 400 to 500 calorie deficit to start out with. You know, so I would say about 400 calories. So instead of eating 2,800 calories to maintain your weight, you're now going to start at 2,400 calories. Okay, so that's basically how you're going to configure your macros. Again, you know, if you're eating 3,000 calories because you want to lean bulk, you know, 200 calories over your maintenance, you're going to configure 25% of that is going to be your fat intake. 1.25 grams per pound of body weight is going to be your protein intake, and your carbohydrate intake is going to be the remainder of that number. Now, I'm going to go into a whole nother video on how to cut. Basically, it'll be like a how to lose weight part 2 video. That'll go more in depth with cutting and, you know, carb cycling and cutting out carbs and slowly reducing everything each week and adjusting your macros accordingly. However, these are just starting points. So if you want to start to cut or bulk, that's basically how you're going to do it. So again, I showed you how to cut moderately. That's what you should do. Keep it around 400 under your TDEE, the amount of calories that you need to maintain your body weight. You're going to do about 400 under. And if you want to bulk aggressively, you're going to do around 500 over that number, which I don't really recommend. But if you're really skinny and you want to gain weight fast, you can do that. Or if you want to lean bulk, around 200 over is just about ideal. Okay, guys, if you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share this. I'm going to do another video soon on how to, basically how to cut. It's going to, you know, get more in depth on the macros and how you're going to change your macros through a cut, and, you know, how you're going to carb cycle and slowly cut out your carbs and lower your fats and the cardio and all that. These are just starting points. I just wanted to get you guys familiarized with basically a good way to start your macros. And I'll try to get up one for females as well, how to count your macros for females. That's a little bit different. Like I said, guys, if you like the video, share, like, subscribe, comment. Strong Ion Fitness.